All right, y'all. I just found a spot just to chill out at. Um, Upstairs there's like a lot of like places to sit, but literally every seat is taken, especially by these plugs over here, because everybody wants to charge their stuff. So I couldn't find anything, so I kept searching, and I found this downstairs, and it's completely empty. I'm gonna move around. Look, there's literally nobody here. I already did a tour, but yeah. Um, But yeah, China. I like China, bro. Like China's cool so far. I mean, I didn't see the real China. Okay, like I didn't see the real China yet. But what I did see is the interaction with the native China people, especially travelers and stuff. Um, from my experience, okay, um, I mean, it's not racist, okay? Let me just get that out there. I mean, of course, China, it's going to be racist. So that's any country that you travel to. It's going to be racist to some degree, but China isn't really what I thought it would be. Like what I thought was like when I'm walking by, people are gonna like run the other way, like go on the other side of the hall or something. Give like disgusted looks. Like that's what I thought, and that's what probably many people think. Especially in the U.S. I'm glad to see China for myself, and I honestly do want to go outside. I do kind of want to leave the airport, but I believe you need a visa for that. Um, 15 hours is long enough to get the visa. I believe it's anything over 8 hours. But, by the time you find somewhere to sit, by the time you find some food to eat, by the time you do everything, it's going to be 3 hours gone. And by the time you could, try to go outside for a visa, it's not really worth it. So I really wouldn't get a visa to go outside unless it's like at least a day and a half or maybe a day. Um, but yeah, I mean, but so far, it's pretty cool. But yeah, I like it though. But yeah, it's cool. I've never been out the country before, so it's pretty dope. Also, if you guys, if you're watching this, hopefully, I inspire somebody to, get out the room like me. Um, if I inspired you, bro, I do want to say this, bro. You don't have to go to Thailand. I'm going to Bangkok. You don't have to go to Bangkok. You could go to China. You could go to Brazil. I mean, I wouldn't recommend Brazil, but I don't know. Maybe if I go to Brazil, it would be different. But you could go to Nigeria. I don't know. You could go to anywhere that you have an interest in. You don't have to go to Bangkok. I've always had an interest in Asian culture. I love Asia. They might not all love me, but I still have a thing for Asian culture. And you're going to meet people who are interested in you too. So, and that's everywhere. And this is the thing. I believe China is probably the number one on the list of, compared to America, of bad countries to go to. Like China's like number one. So if the worst country that they force us not to go to, um, isn't as bad as I thought, uh, what about the other countries that aren't even high on that list like China? Like, like what's under China on the list of like bad countries? Russia. Like, is Russia that bad? Like, is Russia that bad? What else? Okay, one more. What's under Russia? Uh, what's under Russia? Um, I don't know. I don't know what's under Russia. Like they just push Russia and China so much that I really don't even know. Like like Nigeria. Are these countries really that bad, or do they just not want us to go there for some reason? You know. So now like that's why I didn't realize when they said you need to open your eyes to like travel. Like once you travel once, like it opens your eyes and like your mindset is changed like forever. So my mindset I ain't gonna lie, like my mindset's changed. Like I swear to God, like I feel like I don't want to just listen to what the media portrays certain countries no more. Like I want to go see for myself. Like I want to see if this country is racist. I want to see if these people are as bad as they're saying. Okay, we as people need to stop living under the box, in a box. Okay, because we're spoon fed everything that we know, and and it's time for us black people, especially us black people, to move on in the world and explore. Okay, I was talking to somebody when I was in Brooklyn. When I was in Brooklyn, New York, Bed-Stuy, by the way, a horrible place, a horrible place. I was talking to this one guy, and you know what he told me? He knew people who never went outside of New York City, who never went to Times Square. Do you know how crazy that is? That you live in New York City and you've never been to Times Square. I mean, I know that's like more of a tourist thing, but like, you're just hearing that. I just think about all the urban areas in the country. Like, it's that bad. You, you couldn't go downtown. You never left your block to go downtown. All you know is your block. And this is the thing though. These people, and don't talk about the money part. These motherfuckers got money. Like some of these motherfuckers got money. Like you see the whips they driving. Like they got a little something. They could travel for real. You know, and they could travel for real. Like you could have a felony and travel. Like don't know you could have a felony and travel. I didn't know that. I don't have one, but you also got a felony and travel. As long as it's not violent. If you don't have a violent felony, you can still travel. So you telling me that these people never went downtown before? That is insane. And I also know what you're thinking. Like, I can't travel, man. I have a family. I have kids. I have my wife, my job, my. Understandable. Understandable. Those are pretty serious things to take into account for before you live your life abroad. Okay, that's pretty understandable. Things changed, babe. Things changed, babe. I want to explore I want to explore the world. I want to attain knowledge, babe. Let me explore the world. Let me save up some money, explore the world, so I could break the matrix, so we could live and be rich. And you know what your wife is going to say? Yes, your wife is going to allow you to do that. You know why? Because your wife believes in you. I hope so. But yeah, 9 times out of 10, if you tell your girl, "Hey, I'm leaving the country because I want to find generational wealth. I need to find a way, to escape the matrix." Your girl gonna be like, "Yeah, do it." Your girl gonna agree with you. Do it. Sometimes you gotta leave your kids. Sometimes you gotta leave your family to make your family successful. Imagine this. Imagine you come back to your family with knowledge. The knowledge that, they never thought they would have. Mommy, daddy's back. Daddy come home with knowledge, not money. You don't even have to come back with money. Knowledge. Daddy, mommy, daddy's back. Oh my God. Do you know the joy that's going to be on your family's face when they see you with knowledge? Daddy, tell me the knowledge. Even when you come back and your son is almost 18, you can tell your son, "Yo, son, I'm sorry I wasn't there for you in your life. I know, I'm sorry. But I had to find a better path for you, for your future. If I didn't do this, no one would. Son, daughter, I hope you understand this. You are everything to me. I now want to pass on this knowledge. Knowledge. Knowledge is very important. Knowledge. And now you can focus on escape the matrix because you'll have ties to another country. Once you have ties to another country, you can find ways to, profit off that. You can start a business, you can get stuff at a lower price across the country. You can ship it over, start businesses. That's how most Koreans, that's how most, Chinese store owners, they have stores in the hood. Where do you think these people come from? How come there aren't black people who own stores in the hood? Think about it. Why not? And it's not because that's how the system is. No. I'm going to tell you something that no one ever told y'all. The reason why black people don't have stores in the hood, you know why? Because they don't have the motivation to do it because they're comfortable. Koreans come over here, they're hungry. They have to make something work. If not, they got to go back to their country. Like Korean, Chinese people, like these races, when they come to America, they'll do anything to be successful. They'll even open up stores in low income areas and sell crappy food just so they could profit. Sell crappy hair just so they could profit. They'll do anything. Us black people, we don't travel the world. We don't travel other places and have that hunger. I was walking through the airport. There was African people hustling, asking, hey, do you, they were annoying, but they were asking, hey, you want this, I don't know what they were selling. I think SIM cards or something. SIM card. These are very important. Very important. And by the way, I would recommend you buy these before coming because the people at these foreign airports, they really don't help you at all. I swear to God, they don't even help you, bro. I don't even think they care. I swear to God, I don't think they care. But it was some African guy selling these at an airport in Beijing. Do you know how random that is? Like how hungry do you have to be selling SIM cards at the Beijing airport at 10 o'clock at night? And I just figured out why us black people don't have hunger compared to all the other races. I just figured it out. We don't go anywhere. We don't know what hunger really is. We're in our communities. Also, think about this. I was recently living in Brooklyn, New York, Bed-Stuy. Basically one of the worst parts of New York, right? Kind of near Brownsville, horrible place I was living. A lot of the people on the blocks that I was on, I don't think they ever left the state. There's no jobs out there in New York, especially in the hood. No one's really giving black people a good job out there, especially hood men, hood guys. No one has cars. It's nothing wrong with that. You got subways, but the mobility there is pretty, in my opinion, strange. You feel me? So you got people basically stuck. And yeah, I would love to come back here and explore some more, because this is pretty dope. I like Beijing so far. It's pretty dope, It's very vibey, very animated. It reminds me of an anime too. I don't know, but I want to go to Tokyo too eventually too. One of the things that I like about China, well, one of the things I just found out about China is that I really thought it was like a common you know what I mean. I don't want to say the word here, but I thought this place was like a what can you call it, a place where you don't have freedom of choice to do anything. You feel me? But as I've been noticing, these people seem like they're normal, happy people like everywhere else. These look like normal people, when we think of China and stuff. Oh, that's so pretty. What is this? Oh, that's so cool. What is that, like a samurai or something? Oh, that's dope. Yeah, that is so nice. But what but us Americans, we need to realize But yeah, as an American, we think of China as like this place that's, you know, very restrictive. Like the people aren't happy. Like we kind of have like a North Korea type of uh image on this place. But this place seems pretty dope so far. Like it doesn't seem like it's like a dictator ran country. You feel me? It looks like a dope place. You feel me? So I honestly wouldn't. I'm just going here to transit to Bangkok. You feel me? But I really honestly wouldn't mind coming back here to actually explore because also the people don't really seem racist in my opinion. Like of course you're going to get stares as a black man. Not everybody is going to, like you or appreciate you, but that's the same as the United States.